Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bridge. I just started a match here. 8 boards. Best hand this time, which I think is right on the rotation. East has opened a heart, which is kind of a surprise because I have hearts and a good hand. You like. I think in the super, super, super old days of Bridge, you might bid 2 hearts with this to be like, no, I have hearts. Because back in the day, it was much more common for players to we call it to psych to make a bid which does not correspond to your hand in the hopes that you fool the opponents rather than partner. They relied a lot more back then on table feel, which often was sort of the same thing as cheating, but they just didn't say so. Right? If you know if for some reason you believed your partner had a weak hand, uh, because he looked unimpressed with his hand, for example, you might try making a bid that would make it difficult for the opponents to find the right contact. Actually, they probably would double here for penalty. I think one level bids for penalty used to exist. Anyway, these days we don't do that because it's just like nobody bids that way, and if they do, they get thrown out. I mean, you're allowed to psych on occasion, but if players have any reason to suspect you're doing it, like there are systems in place to ensure that you don't like do it in a cheating way. Anyway, the point is, it's very, very rare to have a hand like this after East has bid 1 heart because you expect East actually has his heart bid, and especially as a robot, he always will. And so there are some things you can do here. You could bid 1 no trump. It's not totally. Actually, I mean, it's not like insane, right? This is 15 to 18 points. I have 18. Balanced. Definitely got a heart stopper. But generally speaking, you just like pass here. And usually partner would double rather than bid two hearts here. I mean, there's nothing saying he has to, but it's a more common hand type. And then we could consider passing 1 heart doubled and being like, oh, you asked me to bid something? I'd rather not. I love playing 1 heart. I don't know if my hand is actually good enough for that. It probably is. But here, partner is saying, actually, I have 5 spades and 5 cards in a minor suit, and a hand that was almost good enough to open. I could probably just punt out 4 spades here. Okay, I think this is a pretty crummy 2 spade bid. But okay, here we are. Or 2 heart bid, rather. We certainly might make this anyway. And I agree you don't want to double, so fair enough. I might have just let them play 1 heart. We have a club loser. We have a spade loser. Sorry, I pointed to diamonds, but I said clubs. We have a diamond loser and a spade loser. I do that a lot, by the way, in these videos. I just like say a thing that is completely different from what I mean. I don't know how anybody can listen to this stuff. I guess I like winning with the ace or the queen doesn't make much difference in terms of like when East next gets in, they can rough my. They can lead a heart, and I'll have and they'll be able to rough my ace or well, yeah. And I think I want to preserve. It doesn't matter, does it? I guess I should win the queen now so I can take like a club finesse, which should win. And maybe only then go after spades. I don't want to take 2 and make it easy for them to get back and forth. This is one of those situations where it might be right to lose a diamond so they don't have another entry to the East hand for more heart leads. I don't know. I don't think it is. And they've like, wow, really misread this hand. They did not defend this accurately. We have an easy claim the remainder now. Pretty sure they should be beating me on heart. Well, I don't know about beating me. With the Doubleton King, maybe I make it. I was thinking a heart jack, which I guess I play the ace on, why not? West roughs, and then a diamond and another heart, But I can overruff the 8 with the 10, and then the... Yeah, so I mean, I guess I'll make it if I... Well, there's not much guessing to do, I guess. Just get a little lucky. Right, it should say that it's making 4 here. Yeah. This might be one of those times where you do what's called a scissors coup, where you concede a diamond immediately to make it harder for them. Not now, but yeah, actually here. Make it harder for them to get back to East's hand to give West multiple roughs. I don't know. I don't think it applies here. Sometimes it does. I don't really understand when to do it. But anyway, you would use up one of their entries before they're ready to do anything with it, basically. Here, though, they were ready to give West a rough, so I don't think it makes sense. Anyway, I have 11 points and 5 spades. 12 is the usual guideline for opening. We have 11, so passing would be fairly normal. But also, like, you could maybe put together some argument for bidding here. I don't know, the spades are so anemic. I don't think I should do anything. Okay. You know, second hand unfavorable is not a good time to be getting too aggressive. One advantage of opening a spade in general is that, like, it makes it harder for the opponents to bid, because spades are higher than all the suits they might want to overcall. It gets in their way. But in second seat, one opponent's already said he doesn't want to bid, so you're preempting one opponent and one partner, which is, like, not a great deal. And furthermore, since you're, like, vulnerable, the penalty for partner taking you too seriously and overbidding and getting doubled is higher than if you're not vulnerable. So I think it was right to pass that, even though, as it turns out, we make, you know, a couple spades, probably. I guess I'm bidding 4 diamonds here. I kind of hate it, but I guess that's the direction his hand is going in. Like, do I bid 5? My hand is actually fairly good in this context. I have a diamond fit. I have no spades, so I think this hand is worth a lot. What is 3 spades? It should just be a general game force. Oh, Gib thinks it's a diamond raise. Okay, I'll do it. I guess the point is that it leaves 3 no trump in the picture for partner. 5 clubs is surprising. In a minute, I'm going to ask him what it means. I think it should mean, like, no clubs and a slam try. 1 or fewer clubs. Okay, so he plays it as a splinter. I think most players would play it as exclusion keycard, where you ask how many aces do you have, but don't worry about the ace of clubs. I'm void in that suit. Okay, so partner's interested in slam in diamonds and has short clubs as one of his main assets. I hate short clubs, so I will not cooperate with this slam try. And we're stopping in 5 diamonds. Okay, the short king of clubs is slightly different, partner. Anyway, it's not like slam here is amazing. We have a heart to lose. And perhaps as many as 2 diamonds. Perhaps none. And I think we have enough winners. Ooh, that's kind of nasty. No, I have hard entries, right? Do I have to decide whether I take the diamond finesse right away or play like ace and a diamond. I think ace and the diamond is pretty disastrous. In a sense, it's the best, like, in isolation, if you want to lose only 1 diamond trick, which is what I want, it's best, rather than leading towards the queen immediately for a finesse, it's better to play the ace first and then lead towards the queen. You give up a trick when West has king X, because you could have played low to the queen and then ace. But you gain a trick when East has the singleton king. That's less likely. But the point is, you're giving up a trick in situations where you have more than you need in order to gain a trick in situations where you don't have enough. And so anyway, if diamonds were the only consideration here, I would prefer to play the ace and then lead up to the queen. But there's some problems with that. One is the entry situation to the south hand is not so great. Like, we have a club entry and a heart entry, and that's kind of it. Unless the trump are 2-2, in which case, like, the safety play is kind of pointless. The other point is that suppose you play ace of diamonds, low to the queen, and it loses to the king, and then East cashes another diamond. Okay, in that situation you were guaranteed to go down, but now you're going down a truckload because they're going to cash a bunch of spades while dummy is out of diamonds. So there's a little bit of extra disincentive to doing that. So all that said, I think I probably want to just take the finesse. But the question is, do I win the king and then, like, cross in hearts and take the finesse? I think that's a bad idea. I think I just play the ace. As long as I have enough winners, which I'm not sure I do. Maybe I win the king, ruff a spade. Diamond hook. And then see what happens. I think that's a good idea. Oh, well, okay. Excuse me? The clubs are 7-0? Oh, that's a surprise. I didn't hear anything about that during the auction. Okay, well, that's going to make it a little tougher. Also, does that mean the... I had forgotten the auction. West did show 6 spades and a weakish hand, therefore sort of unlikely to have the king of diamonds. But now that I know East has 7 clubs and a sort of weakish hand, it's actually closer to being even. I mean, I guess I should overtake here. I don't need to ruff a spade. It also shouldn't hurt. No, I want to be able to get back to dummy once I've drawn trump. Okay, hope for the queen to hold? No. Alright, well, it's a good thing we didn't bid a slam, huh? I claim. I'll draw the ace of diamonds and then everything is winners. Oh, we could have dropped the king. Man, what are the odds of that? I mean, not 0, but... I mean, not even that low. It was fairly close. But it's like West has no clubs. And I assumed 6 spades. So he's kind of like odds on to have red cards, I think. Did I say East? I meant West. I don't know. I guess something I should maybe have considered is like, well, no, because I already opened a heart. I don't think West would mind bidding 2. If I had passed, West, I believe Gibb does not like opening 2 of a major when he has 4 of the other major. And so if I know that West has, like, no clubs and at most 3 hearts, I know he has an absolute truckload of spades and diamonds, and so I should play him for long diamonds. But playing him for long diamonds means putting in the queen, hoping it, like, takes the king. So I don't know. I think I played that one right, and just, like, it didn't work out. I think we were in a good contract, played correctly, and got unlucky. I suspect Gibb will do something fairly similar. But I don't know. Maybe he'll guess it right because he knows probability better than I do. Oh, there was a hand I played off camera the other day that I wanted to show off. I remember what it was, actually. Not show off, but show you guys. There's another example of Gibb playing badly. One minute. History, recent tournaments. Was it in this one? No. Was it here? Yes, here it is. It's always easier to see in the hand viewer. So here, Gib made... Here's another chance to take advantage of robots, how robots think. And Gib made a mistake no human would ever dream of making on this hand. First of all, I opened to no trump, which is a little unusual. Like, you're supposed to have 20 points, I have 19, but it's a very solid club suit. I think it's very defensible. I won this, and now it's like, okay, I have one trick, I can get 5, 6 more. Where's my 7th trick coming from? I thought, okay, the diamond finesse is pretty much my only chance, unless you could drop the singleton king, which, by the way, just happened in another hand we were playing. But most of the time, the king won't be singleton, and half the time, the king will be over here, so the finesse is by far the better play. Cross the dummy with the 10 of clubs, of course. And lead a diamond. I don't know why I didn't lead the jack. It seems like obviously better. I guess I had in mind some weird... I don't know. It doesn't matter why. Point is, this loses. And West starts cashing hearts. Makes good sense. East is pitching stuff. And what do I start? What do I pitch? This is the question that we want to talk about here today. Obviously, it's hopeless, right? The opponents are cashing their 4th winner. They have a 5th in hearts. And then they have, like, a bunch more spades. Probably, I mean, definitely at least 5, depending on whether they pitch correctly. So there's really no hope of me getting all the tricks I'm due. So, I pitched a club so that maybe West would think, oh, he's hanging on to his invaluable spades. Let's lead something else. But then on the next chart, I realized, wait a minute, the jack of clubs is silly. I should throw away the ace. To a human, this signals even so already the human knows that I have ace, king, queen, jack, X. Because there's no way East would duck any club honor and let me onto dummy in this situation. It's just obviously so bad to let me lead from dummy. So already, the defenders know I have ace, king, queen, jack, X of clubs. But Gib doesn't really think about that. And then when I pitch the ace, they're going to be like, oh, okay. Even if they hadn't figured it out before, they're like, okay, if he can afford to throw away aces, he must have the clubs locked up. But Gib is like, oh, Declare threw away the ace. Maybe partner has the king. And he led a club. And I took the rest of the tricks. So the moral of the story is that Gib, like as I said, Gib thinks about things by analyzing all layouts that randomly generating a number of layouts that are consistent with what he believes might be happening, and then picking the card that's right most often. The problem is that he doesn't do like what's really important as a bridge player, which is to model the minds of the other players. It would be insane for East to have ducked a club, and therefore you should, when you're generating plausible hands, you know, a better robot would have assumed that Declare has ace, king, queen, jack, X of clubs. And the same thing happens when Declare pitches the ace. It would be pretty foolish for Declare to pitch the ace of clubs if it were necessary. But he's like, oh, maybe we can get away with it. I don't know. Even at that, it's maybe not the worst play ever. Like, if maybe Gib reckons, like, that I don't have an entry to dummies diamonds, and that I'll have to lead away from my queen of spades at some point. I don't know. But the point is just like, this is a mistake a human would never make, and it was kind of funny. Alright, back to real life. We were about to pass here, right? Yeah, no real reason to bid when they're at the 3 level and your hand is just kind of mediocre. What do we lead? Well, you're technically supposed to think of that before you pass, but it doesn't matter. Right? In principle, if you ever get to take 2 actions in a row, like, you should think through your second action before committing to the first one in case you suddenly realize the first one was wrong while thinking about the second. Leading trump looks sort of appealing, because it looks like their suits are not going to be behaving that badly, right? Spades I have 4 of them. Clubs, I have the ace-queen over the other clubs, but I don't want to lead a diamond from the king either, so I think I'll just make the boring, uninspired heart lead. It's just like everyone else in the world would lead. It seems to have gone okay. I'll duck this. declare has a singleton spade, you know, whatever. Maybe I should have hopped, I don't know. Looks like he's going to get a lot of spade ruffs. And pitch clubs on hearts. Man, I hate this hand already. You're supposed to play the king here. And now there's some chance, like, actually, I don't remember. Are all the trumps gone? I feel like Gibbons played enough that he started with 5. Which means partner would have started with only 2 and is also gone. No, he has 1 more. I wasn't counting that carefully. It didn't really matter. Okay, 11 tricks. So a trump lead would have been better, I think. Maybe? I don't know. This is a nice hand. 18 points, 7 great clubs. This is the kind of hand that you can open 1 club and rebid 3 no trump, probably, when partner bids a heart. What? Oh, come on, guys. Let me have some fun. So West has both majors and East likes spades. I honestly feel like I should just bid 5 clubs here. Like, okay, I go down 2 and they double me. It's 500. That's worse than them making a game. But I might make... If partner has a little something... I don't even really know if these guys are planning to make either. Maybe I should have bid 4 no trump. Try to take 10 tricks. Seems unlikely, though. I would lose diamonds. Anyway, this is like... probably going to be down 1. I assume the king of hearts is going to win the trick, and... so I'm going to lose a heart and 2 diamonds. That's all the trump, right? Yeah. But we can afford to play 1 more, just in case. Okay. We can lead up to the heart now, but we might as well just, like... well... yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine why it would be wrong to lead a diamond here. As insurance against some weird scenario where East winds up on... like, East has the ace of hearts, surprisingly. And it ends up on lead and has to lead away from it towards my king of hearts. It's pretty far-fetched, but it doesn't hurt to try. I wouldn't make it in either case. It just, like, that would save me from going down 2 in that unlikely scenario. This is 18 points. Well worth a diamond, and then 2 or maybe 3 clubs? Oh, never mind. There's a lot of Michaels this match. Doesn't normally come up that much. I guess I'm worth 3 clubs here. I really do want to not let them play in a major suit. Okay, Gibbs' explanation of my hand makes no real sense. Maybe I was supposed to bid 2 hearts to show clubs or something? I don't know. Anyway, partner seems to be taking me pretty seriously. As he should. Look at that, 6 clubs in hand. We're not guaranteed, but we're in good... okay, now we're pretty much guaranteed to make this, unless the diamond is led and roughed here, which is impossible, actually. Claim, drawing trump, and roughing whatever. That's my statement. This is 14 points and 6 hearts. Easy 1 heart. Partner has at least 5 spades and a fairly good hand. I don't really want to, like, raise spades with just king X. I can bid 2 diamonds. 2 no trump, rather. I have a diamond stopper, even if it's a little precarious. I mean, I think I can... did I already deny? I didn't deny 3 spades, which is a little surprising. I can bid 3 hearts, but I think I should bid 3 spades. Showing 2. And if partner has 6, then he can go on? No. Okay, so partner seems to have like 5 to 4, something like that. Anyway, we found our way to 4 hearts, which I'm happy to play. Okay, 5-2-1-5 instead. Happy to see the king of clubs lead, I think. Means that the clubs are doing well. It does sort of mean like, there might be club roughs coming. I have this problem, which is that I would like to play hearts, like ace and a small heart, probably. But if I do that, they can take 2 diamonds. So I think I need to just actually take the heart finesse, even though I'd rather not. Oh, good. It went queen. Oh, is that good? Maybe not. Oh, I think I was supposed to duck here. See, this is why when you get the option to make 2 plays in a row, you should think about the second one before committing to the first. Ducking here costs me a heart trick, maybe? But it should, like, save me an embarrassment of diamonds. I don't know. I bet West has a heart honor. The king, specifically, the only one left. Nope, East has both. Okay, fortunately, East had 3 hearts, though, and West had only 2, so no rough was coming. And East didn't give West the diamond through that he was actually looking for. So I can claim here. I'll pitch my... Or, no, I can't claim. I have a squeeze, right? Not a very likely one. Or is it? What's going on here? So West has the ace of diamonds, which guards the king of diamonds. East has the long club, which guards against Dummy's club winner. Where is the spade guard, right? West is pitching spades, so you would think West probably doesn't have it. If East has it, you could sort of imagine a club spade squeeze against East, but this is a situation in which that squeeze will never work. The reason is that East is discarding after the hand that has both spade threats. So I'll have to abandon a spade suit before East commits to abandoning one. So I guess if there is a squeeze, it's for West to have 4 spades. What would that make his shape? 2, 4, 1, 6? It's possible. I mean, in a different order. 4, 2, 6, 1. It's possible. It's unlikely. But it's really the only thing worth playing for, so... I'll just cash all these, and... If the ace of diamonds is a winner... If the king of diamonds becomes a winner, I'll cash it. If not, as it turns out, you don't have to do this. You don't have to count spades here, because all you need to watch for is the ace of diamonds. But I happen to have noticed that there are enough spades gone now that the ace, king, and queen are all going to win. Okay, and it turns out, yeah, West did have 4 spades. So the squeeze was working, and we played it. West abandoned diamonds more early than necessary, but you can see he really had no choice. We can in fact look over it real quick here. The history at this table on this hand. I guess I need to open it in a hand viewer anyway to be able to click play. To play an alternate line. Oh, Gib already pitched a spade here, huh? Okay. Here. They're toast already, but suppose Gib does, like, tries to stop me by pitching diamonds for as long as he can get away with. I'll throw this way. I don't need it. East doesn't need diamonds. Actually, undo. Let's catch this first for clarity. And now I play the last heart. And what does West do, right? This is kind of the ending you're hoping to arrive at when you play this squeeze. If he throws a diamond, then we pitch Dummy's club. And East, whatever, plays another diamond. We play the king of diamonds and then catch 3 spades. If he pitches a spade, then we again pitch dummy's club. It doesn't really matter. And then we just cash 4 spades. So there you go. A nice little simple squeeze. This is a balanced 10 count. Not balanced. It's a bad 10 count. I'm going to let this one go. Definitely don't want to bid here. Happy to get away from that hand with a pass. I assume it's passed at the other table because the player in my seat was the only one with a who would vary, and nobody's opening that hand. Anyway, we stomped Gib this time. I don't think this means we played better than our previous matches. Just like there's still a lot of variance in bridge, even duplicate. You win some, you lose some. I like to think I play better than Gib on average, but who can really say? Gib stopped short of game here. Really? Overcalled 1 no trump. That's a surprise to me. It does, like, if you read the text of the 1 no trump bid, it does encompass hands like this, but I'd rather try for a penalty in 1 heart if I can. I mean, to be fair, he got to a safer contract. Mine was a bit of risk. And then he got more tricks out of it than I did even. Here, the hand I passed out, he opened. And got a little overboard. Okay. And in this case, they do make. So I think, like... They can do a little bit better, though, right? Double dummy, they can get 500 from me. So Gib was in the par spot. But it's not always so easy to find the best defense. At my table, what should have happened, double dummy, is they should have arranged a heart ruff. But it seems pretty normal to lead a spade here. And once you do, I can't be stopped. But if you play ace of hearts, heart, and then a diamond, there's not really anything I can do. You could try another heart, but that's a pretty bad idea. You should instead just like cash your diamond. East should maybe even lead the king to make the position clearer to West. Yeah, that would be a better play. Something like this. And this way they get to cash 2 diamonds and still try for another heart ruff. But no heart ruff is forthcoming, and we end up down 2. So if the opponents had doubled me and found this defense, I would have lost 2 imps instead of gaining 8. Those are pretty good odds, right? I'm like 4 to 1. And the what they have to find to beat me is like, surely they're not going to find it more than 80% of the time. So I think I'm perfectly happy. Here, Gib did not, I guess, bid 3 clubs? No, he doubled instead. Ugh. I would really rather emphasize the minor suits. And then he doubled 4 hearts, and they happened to beat it a trick. Which is fine. But I like being in a game. And here we got 2 more over tricks and 4 hearts because... Huh. Interesting. At this you can't. This is not Gib's fault at all. Or not Claire's fault at all. The only difference. Oh, there was maybe an auction difference, right? I was thinking, oh, the difference is that I led the 10 and then played the 2, and the other table 2 and then 10, and that was enough to convince Gib to like continue. To switch to the diamonds instead of continuing clubs like at my table. But actually, there is a difference, which is the auction. Right? I believe... What was my auction? Yeah, I bid 2 no trump. Showing a diamond stopper. And I guess that was enough to scare East away. and try to give his partner a club ruff. Oh, I bet he thinks 2 no trump shouldn't be bid with a 6-card heart suit, and therefore he assumes his partner has a 3rd heart to ruff with. Whereas at this table, 3 hearts certainly suggests, although does not guarantee, a 6-card suit. And so East might say, the ruff's not going to work. Let's try a diamond. So, okay. I mean, really, this board is all East's fault. South's auction was fine. I like mine a little better, but I'm not even sure of that, honestly. It's okay. They're both fine. I just wanted to get no trump, in my direction, just in case that was where we ended up. Okay, well, a fine match. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.